Hello friends! In today's Clean With Me, I'm going to take you downstairs into my basement and we're going to clean. For those of you who are new to my channel, we have a completely finished basement except for the utility room or the laundry room. It's not finished in there. But that's where our family room is, my office, and my vintage/reading room. They're all downstairs. And in the last few weeks, it has just become a major dumping ground for things. I have just been so busy with outside chores and getting the garden in that I have just let the basement go. I've kept the upstairs clean, but I've just taken stuff downstairs and dumped it. So let's go down and I'll show you what I have to face today, and I'll bring you along with me because you are always a big motivator and an encourager to get something done when I start it. All right, friends, let's go. Okay, so when we come down the stairs, we come into this room, which is my reading/vintage room. And as you can see, it is full of junk. What happened was we had a camper, and we'd had the camper for 5 or 6 years. We only used it 3 times maybe, and it just, things changed. When my mother passed away, we had a whole lot more responsibilities around here to have to take care of, more animals to take care of. Even when my mom got sick, we didn't feel like we could take off because my dad had so many things on his plate taking care of my mom. And then after my mom passed away, my dad got sick, and it's just been one thing after another for the last 4 years. So we only got to use the camper about 3 times. And so finally, I'd been telling my husband for about 2 years now, we should just sell the camper. We're never going to use it. Just sell the camper. And finally, he was ready to sell it. So I didn't realize how much stuff we had kept in there, things that we just used for camping. And so when we were cleaning it out and getting it ready to sell, a lot of the things I got rid of, but some of the stuff I wanted to hang on to just in case by some magical thing in our future we might be able to buy another camper and start camping again. So all of this stuff is things that came out of my camper. Other than that box right there, that just needs to be taken upstairs and burned. Or it's a nice sturdy box, I might use it to pack stuff in. Anyway, I have no place, no clear spot to store all this stuff. So before I can even move this and clean this room, I have to find some place to store all of this camper stuff. So that's the first main mess I have going on. Then over here, this is Olivia's computer desk that she used when she was doing schoolwork. Now that she's graduated, she hardly ever uses this computer anymore. And I keep telling my husband we should just sell it, but he's so reluctant to sell stuff. I don't know, he's a worse hoarder than I am, I think, on some things. But it's just become a catch-all. It's become a catch-all. This is Olivia's sewing machine. We decided to just make it kind of her sewing table, but she hasn't had any projects that she needed to sew. So that's just it. It's just become a giant mess. So I need to get that cleaned off. And then over here, in my utility room, I'm making a shelf into my extended pantry. And if you've seen any of my Project Pantry videos, you'll know that I've been doing that. So anyway, when I was cleaning that shelf off to make a pantry, all of our family games were on there. And I got rid of the games that we don't ever play anymore, but these are games that we still enjoy. So what did I do with them? I brought them out here and dropped them on the floor beside my closet. This is the closet, has all my Christmas decorations and seasonal decor in it, and I need to make a spot in there for games. So that's been sitting there for probably 2 weeks. So that's another mess. Gift wrap that was in my office that I just flung out here because it needs to go in there. More things out of my office that just need to be thrown away and put away. And then my family room is not absolutely horrible. The coffee table has become a dumping ground for things. And then the couch, I have a sheet on it for 2 reasons. Number one, there's a slit in the fabric. I need to change this sheet, so I might as well just pull it and show you. See, there's a slit here, and it's starting to get worn in spots. I told you we had nothing but junk for furniture in my summer decor tour. I mentioned that, and this couch is no exception. So anyway, we keep a sheet on it to try to keep the, well, because that's ugly for one thing, and plus to try to keep it from getting worse. And then the other reason why I have a sheet on this couch is that because my husband, bless his heart, snores so bad. He's not even overweight, so I don't know why he has such an issue with his snoring. But anyway, I finally just caved in and said, I'm sleeping on the couch because I can't sleep. He falls asleep in 5.2 seconds, and it takes me 20 minutes to fall asleep. So by the time I'm even getting close to relaxed enough to fall asleep, he's snoring his head off and keeping me awake. And I've tried all the tricks, nudging him, making him roll over, all of that. And it just got to the point where nothing was working. So I gave up, and I come down here and sleep on the couch when he's snoring really bad. So anyway, that's why there's also a sheet on here. So I need to get all of that stripped off, a new sheet put down, and this room just tidied up. Yeah, guys, it's an absolute disaster. This is extra dog food I need to find a spot for. I had to pull our humidifier out, not humidifier, dehumidifier, because in the summertime, basements get damp, and I don't want anything damaged down here. And the light's blinking because the bucket's full, and I need to empty that. This is where I ended up moving my farm table with my farm scene on it. That was upstairs. I moved it down here. So without any more chattering, I've done enough chattering. Let's get this basement cleaned and organized. First step is finding some place to put all that camping stuff. Okay, so I cleaned out a spot in the corner of my utility room. You can hear my washing machine going. And this is where I stuck all of the camper things, except for that pile of blankets. I'm going to put those upstairs in my closet. Alright, so now that I got all that junk out of that room, let's get to cleaning it. You can tell this used to be Olivia's school desk because her creative mind, she was working on projects constantly growing up, and she still does, which she is the messiest creator I have ever seen. I don't know, I've always heard that if you're extremely creative, you just make a huge mess while you're in the process of creating, and that is absolutely true for Olivia. I don't know how many pieces of furniture she ruined in her youth doing her projects. One room down. This is the way I like it. I don't like clutter, and I don't like things being dirty, and it was dirty and cluttered. And I'll tell you one thing, as much as I love my little birds, they are such a mess. If you're considering getting a bird, just be aware they are messy, messy little critters. Now, onward and upward. Got to take care of all these games. I got to find a spot for those. This is just trash I've been collecting that Travis is going to have to take out and get rid of. Pepper's rolling on the floor. I don't know why. And so, yeah, this room shouldn't be as big of a job because I do keep this one a little cleaner because there's no birds in it. everything looks so much better. I can finally breathe. Oh, I hate it when my house is a disaster. I absolutely hate it. And this has been bugging me for a week, and this is the first chance I've had to do anything about it. And I am so pleased that I've got my house back. Everything is put up. The games are no longer sitting there to stumble over. The camping supplies are put away. The bird mess is cleaned up. Everything is dusted, vacuumed, and clean. Now I can relax. Alright friends, if you enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up. You all do seem to enjoy my Clean With Me videos, and I'm glad because it does motivate me. It really does. It motivates me to keep going, and when I feel like I want to give up, I'm like, nope, I'm doing this video, so I have to keep going. I have to keep getting this house cleaned up. And so you guys really do motivate me to keep going and get these jobs done. And I appreciate that so much. Thanks so much for watching, friends. And we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.